There's like a bajillion
Probably got enough time left.
It says I have 70 minutes worth of battery power and 7 hours and 30 minutes worth of memory.
Oh,
So we're fine. I got a 32 gig flash hard drive.
32 gig. Dang. That's awesome.
Where's Tori? Did you tell him?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I told him before I came up here.
Okay. Hello. Awesome. Okay. First, quick question. Who wants to be in the Nostalgia Critic video?
Woo!
Too bad. Yeah,
Don't make me science you!
Near the end, I think at about 10 o'clock, we're going to shoot a Basil or something in here with the crowd involved, and we'll sort of get like one side of the room and then like the other side of the room and stuff. And so there's something where it's like, oh, I would like to be a part of it. You can text them, you can call them and say, hey, come here.
Tell your friends, invite your family.
Oh, yeah.
Bring them with you. Your family friends in the room and moving.
So, yeah, basically, just if you have anyone else who wants to show up for there or something like that, just text them, let them know or something like that. If not, so, yeah, basically, this is
not a real offer, but
yeah, someone would be like, yes, that'd be good.
some guys are doing it.
Anyway, so yeah, it is. This is like Out of Glasses Q&A. It's pretty much going around just answering questions, that you guys have. For those who don't know, I'm the Walker. I do Nostalgia Critic, as I got glasses, film reviews, video game confessions. This is my brother. He helps me write a lot of the stuff. He's very great talented. He makes cameos. He's also
Santa Christ! Sega Genesis Brawl.
no, Sega Genesis.
Genesis!
Yeah, that's the plural of Genesis.
I took
Sega
Genesis.
Genesis.
I thought it was genocide.
Sorry, Christ.
That's not so weird. Says sorry, Christ. So, okay, I guess, like I said, we'll just, I see more people pounding and stuff like that, so we'll just pretty much get
Why don't we just wait for them? Take a seat.
Yeah,
Stare at
that's right. My old sweatshirt, yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
old
find
folks
seats.
coming up right in the front row there.
Where are those old parts? What, like a million?
They need to be escorted by that gorgeous young lady.
Yeah, she looks like she's married to some hideous old man.
Don't talk about yourself that way.
I'm complimenting you.
When Doug hits rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. So we think it's in his best interest.
Yeah. Gets a little down. So, okay, with that said, on that high note, let's go ahead and just take some questions from people. Anybody got any questions here? Yes, Fred.
When I saw you reading with a nerd, and I was wondering how
How the battle with the Angry Video Game Nerd company and how was he? Oh, he's a jerk. He's a
You will never find a more wretched, low angry, outside
selfish. No, he is like, I mean, I think most people know this, but I mean, he's like the polar opposite of the character quality. He's actually like really quiet and really nice, and he'll mostly laugh at all your jokes and stuff like that. He's a very good
Great guy, almost shy.
Yeah. So he's really cool. It came about just by, starting off on YouTube. I think it was just starting to get the website going. And some people were saying, like, you're kind of, when I did the Turtles movie, it's like, oh, that's kind of like what your video game nerd did and stuff like that. I was getting a few comparisons, and I was just like, wouldn't that be awesome if I just started this little thing and it got totally out of hand and then it was this thing kind of blah, blah, blah.
That was a huge anecdote.
Yeah, I mean, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, it's like, that'll never happen. Like, give it a shot, let's try it, blah, blah, blah. And so I put out there, just this video saying, like, angry video games, keep your fans under control, shame on you. People got so angry. I mean, they really thought I was serious. They were like, I want to chop your head off and crucify it in the ground. You're like really angry stuff, which is great. I mean, you really want it because people get really passionate. They get really, but suddenly I was thinking, well, what if he doesn't know? It seems unlikely, but what if he thinks it's real too? So I just sent him an email just saying, like, hey, just I don't even think they're gonna read this, but just know this is not real. It's all for yucks and stuff like that.
And then he sued us.
Yeah. And that's where the real battle happened. He emailed back, surprisingly. He's just like, no, I love the 5-second movies. I love your stuff. I think you're hilarious. I know it's a joke. Wouldn't it be funny if I played along, or something like that? And I'm just like, okay. So I just kept making videos until, he was almost forced to, do something with it. But it's more, I think he really saw the possibility of it. It's just because, we're talking like, well, nobody's really done this online yet, where they threaten each other across, the U.S. and actually, make these threats, these two internet personalities. And yeah, from there, it just sort of kept going. He made his video acknowledging me, and everyone just, oh, who's in the Nostalgia Critic Panel? Let's go, we'll find out. I do love in his video how even he had to say, it's back! And literally with a whole
I love the people that think it's real, because I'm just like, we went to his house and his wife cooked us dinner.
His wife's really nice. Yeah. And it just sort of kept going from there, really all just because he thought it'd be a funny joke, and I think so much funny stuff comes from that. So, yeah, that's the conclusion of that. Other question? Yes, yeah.
Not real, but whatever.
Big teacher.
This has nothing to do with your website.
Next question.
As the younger sibling,
Yeah.
brother, how much do you just resent living in your brother's shadow?
Living in his shadow because he's the older one? Oh, I hate him every day.
It's a tough job. Having to live in my shadow.
No, and honestly...
Great question, by the way.
What was it? That's his wife! I don't know if you caught that joke earlier. Well, and especially it's something to point out too, especially with the Nostalgia Critics, usually the way it works is that we'll sit down, we'll watch a movie, and we'll do like this, saying, see what we'll shout jokes at and stuff like that, and then I'll put into a script. He's much better at shouting the jokes out and coming up with stuff, sometimes the movie
And when I
fights
do,
back.
you will need to operate like
Yeah.
Actually start shouting in back at us. Wow,
Yeah, that was
a real bad movie.
I didn't know we both movies could do that. And they shouted in German. It's Bible! You decide something! Interesting question. Any other questions we got here? Yes.
Is there any specific movies, or do you just watch random new movies or old movies?
Is there a formula or whatever to how we pick movies? It's sort of a mix. It's a lot of it is it has to be something we're familiar with in some capacity, like something we grew up with or something we heard of.
Yeah, we're not doing Digimon.
Sorry at all. You're right, I am. What was I going to say? But yeah, and it's pretty much, but we also go to the forums and, look up, or take recommendations that people email. If there's something that just gets a ton, The Room just got a ton, so I was kind of just like, okay, I gotta do this, because just every day I get 5 of these. I was just like, so it's kind of a mix of all that stuff. It has to be, it's not, we can't do a show cold turkey, just knowing nothing about. We have to have some idea or grown up with it a little bit, because I feel we have to have at least seen the screen. Yes. Thanks for that. Yes, stop that.
Me?
Yes.
Dr. Insano today.
Yeah, thank you. Have you played any of the more recent Batman video games, like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City?
Have I played any of the more recent Batman games? I did the ultimate crime that no gamer, not a gamer, no gamer should ever do.
Well, I should warn you, if you complete... I should warn you, if you complete...
I don't have time to play any video games anymore. Even Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I have it, I barely get around to it. I still don't know half the moves.
Doug can't make toast, let alone...
I should warn you, though, if you beat both games 100% completion, you get a back credit card!
A back credit card!
Run! Oh my God! Run, dude, run! I'm not kidding! Run, dude! run! Oh! Don't let him catch you! Oh! Oh! Where are you? Oh!
Doug didn't tell you, much like Spider-Man, everyone gets one. That was our one guy right there. Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
That was gold. That was gold.
Okay, next question. Since it's close to President's Day, Mr. Washington. Liar.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was gold. That was awesome.
Yeah, I saw a little bit during the Disney December thing. I talked about Treasure Planet, and I know it's. Even as steampunk goes, there's still a. Like, there's a certain level that, you get with steampunk, and there is sort of a genre, and that one still feels, like, steampunk is sort of its own genre, its own design, but it still feels a little
It
bit
is pure steampunk, which is why the backlash was like, I get what some people were saying, because, but at the same time I look at it and I'm like, that's not really a pure steampunk movie.
Yeah,
Like, the art design of that is very weird. Like, I wouldn't, like...
when it's like skydiving on the board or something like that, I'm like, oh.
It was kind of too much. It was kind of like the artist just kind of went a little too nuts. It was like, let's throw everything we think is cool in one movie, which sometimes it works, but sometimes it's just kind of confused. I think some like I like steampunk, but
I think some almost like Miyazaki is more steampunk.
Oh my God.
I know it sounds weird, but
I hope you did.
No, it's like
I hope
we
you
got
guys were able to catch me getting catch.
Well, yeah, or even something like that. Or what's that? What's that anime? Some of the few animes I saw.
Last episode.
Yeah, that's it. Like I thought that was more steampunk. It's like that was sort of in its own. It really had a handle on its world. Where that one, Treasure Planet seemed like it was sort of picking from a lot of stuff, but it didn't have a direct focus on what it was trying to get across.
We have
That it is based on the original book. I mean, it's Treasure Island, so you're immediately going to be thinking back to Treasure Island. Instead of thinking like, oh, I'm sucked into this new story, this original story. Personally, for me. And that's sort of what...
We had like that same sort of issue with like Last Action Hero, which is like, oh no, some of the satire is funny, but it's kind of confused. Like, what is it trying to do? It's kind of grabbing everything. That's just a pet peeve of ours, so it's... I don't hate Treasure Planet.
Yeah, neither of us hated it or anything, it's just...
I don't hate Last Action Hero either.
Yeah, no, I don't hate it either, yeah, I think for me it felt like there was a lack of focus. But a lot of people like it, that's cool. Let's see, let's do it.